Hello all, this is the Holland Phantom, and for today's video we've got another live battle coming up. But before we get into it, I just wanted to let everybody know that the channel is nearing its first 100 subscribers. So thanks a lot to everybody who subscribed to the channel so far. And for everyone else, please be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe so we can reach 100 followers by the channel's 1-year anniversary. I know we can do it, guys, and thanks a lot for your support. For today's battle, we're going to be taking it back to the base through Team Rocket format. On one side, we've got the Potpourri deck featuring Dodrio along with some big basics going up against Clefable and Mewtwo. So we're going to see which of these two decks can take the victory today. Now let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Clefable side, we've got Clefairy as the active Pokemon, and on the Potpourri side, we've got Electabuzz as the active Pokemon. Potpourri is going first, attaching a Lightning Energy to Electabuzz and then playing Bill to draw 2 cards. Hitmonchan comes down to the bench, and then the attack is declared. Thundershock hitting Clefairy for 10 damage and also rolling heads, so Clefairy is paralyzed for the next turn. Okay, over to the Clefable side, they play their first trainer, Bill, to draw 2 cards as well, followed by a second Bill. Okay, so that's 2 more cards drawn for the Clefable side. Let's see if there's going to be any more Pokemon coming down. Yeah, here we see a Grimer coming down into the bench, followed by Computer Search to discard 2 cards from their hand to then search the deck for any 1 card. Let's see what the card chosen is going to be. Looks like it's going to be a Mewtwo coming down into the bench. Are there going to be any energy attachments coming down for their turn as well? Let's take a look. Okay, first is going to be the trainer card Rocket Sneak Attack to take a look at the opponent's hand. Pick one of their trainer cards. They've got a lot of it, looks like. Okay, so Gust of Wind was chosen, and now that card has to be shuffled back into the deck. Rocket Sneak Attack. It's really good for disruption, getting rid of some of the opponent's key cards. Okay, here we see a Psychic Energy being attached to the benched Mewtwo, followed by Super Energy Removal, immediately getting rid of that Psychic Energy to also target down the Lightning Energy on Electabuzz. Professor Oak's going to be the next trainer played to draw 7 brand new cards from the deck. Okay, are we going to see any more Pokemon coming down? Yeah, here we see another Mewtwo, followed by another Clefairy, so that's almost a full bench so far. A third Bill is played, so that's going to be another 2 cards drawn, so between the 3 Bills and Professor Oak, that is 13 extra cards were drawn this turn. Okay, turn passes back over to the Potpourri side, they attach another Lightning Energy to Electabuzz. And nothing else, it's going to be the attack declared right away. Thundershock once again dealing another 10 damage and also paralyzing for the second turn in a row. Turn passes back over to Clefable. And speaking of Clefable, okay, here we see 2 Clefables coming down. So Clefable, upon evolving, is no longer paralyzed. Targets down the second Lightning Energy with another energy removal card. And then Item Finder is going to be the next trainer card played, discarding 2 cards from the hand to get back a discarded trainer card. Okay, the card chosen is going to be Rocket Sneak Attack to once again take a look at the opponent's hand, target down one of their trainer cards to then shuffle them away. Okay, this time it's going to be the energy removal being shuffled away from the Potpourri side, followed by another Professor Oak, so it's going to be another 7 brand new cards. And the Clefable side is really going through a lot of cards in their deck this turn. Okay, they're going to be attaching a Psychic Energy to Clefable to use Metronome. Metronome has the power to copy any of the opponent's attacks, so it looks like it copied the Thunder Punch attack. Rolling a heads for the attack, dealing 40 damage to Electabuzz. And on the Potpourri side, they play Pokemon Center to immediately heal all that damage that was just dealt. The energy attachment is going to be a Rainbow Energy, which counts as every energy type, but it also comes with the downside of dealing 10 damage to Electabuzz. Thundershock is declared, dealing another 10 damage, followed by another turn of Paralysis. Okay, it's going to be the third energy removal coming down from the Clefable side, so that's 3 energy taken away from Electabuzz. All in a row. Okay, turn passes over to the Potpourri side. The player's thinking about what to do. Okay, they're going to be playing Item Finder to discard 2 cards from their hand to get back a trainer. Okay, it's going to be their Bill to draw a couple more cards from the deck, hoping to get a couple more energy cards. Okay, a second Bill comes down. Did they get any energies? Yeah, it's going to be another Rainbow Energy, so another damage counter comes down into Electabuzz, followed by another Thundershock. It's going to be 4 turns of Paralysis. Getting really lucky on those coin flips. Nothing happens on the Clefable side, they pass their turn. And on the Potpourri side, they bench 2 Doduo. And a Psychic Energy comes down into Electabuzz, so that is enough energy to use their Thunder Punch attack. It does roll tails, so Electabuzz hits itself for 10 damage, but more importantly, Clefable is knocked out, and it's going to be the first prize taken by the Potpourri side. The second Clefable comes up active, and let's see if they have the energy to use Metronome this turn. Oh, it looks like they played... what's that called? It's in Japanese. Nightly Garbage Run. Okay, Nightly Garbage Run has the ability to search the discard pile for up to 3 Pokemon or basic energy cards, so they chose Muck, Psychic Energy, and Clefairy to shuffle back into the deck. Do they have any energy? Yeah, here we see the double colorless energy coming down into Clefable, so we'll be able to use its Metronome attack this turn. Another item finder is being played to discard 2 cards from the hand to get back the Nightly Garbage Run to once again use its ability to shuffle 3 cards back into the deck. So let's see what the 3 cards chosen are going to be this time. Okay, it's going to be a Kangaskhan, another Psychic Energy, and a Clefable. So that Kangaskhan must have been discarded earlier in the game, either by the Professor Oak or Item Finder. And now we see a third Mewtwo coming down, followed by a third Professor Oak. So the Clefable side does have to be careful not to draw through too many cards in their deck, otherwise they might deck out. The Grimer does evolve into Muck, activating its Pokemon power, Toxic Gas. And the attack is declared Metronome to copy Thunder Punch and taking the KO on Electabuzz. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, Muck does have the Pokemon power Toxic Gas, which has the ability to shut off all Pokemon powers on both sides of the field. So that means when the Doduo on the Potpourri side evolve, the Retreat Aid Pokemon power will be deactivated. An energy removal came down to discard the double colorless energy from Clefable, and Hitmonchan attacks with a jab attack, hitting for 40 damage as Clefable is weak to fighting type Pokemon. Clefable gets another Psychic Energy and retaliates with Metronome to copy the Special Punch attack, hitting Hitmonchan for 40 damage in return. Okay, the Potpourri side has no cards to play, but they do attack with Jab, taking a KO on Clefable. The Clefable side promotes one of their Mewtwo. A Psychic Energy comes down onto the Mewtwo, so it will not be able to use its Cyburn attack to deal any damage, but it can use its Energy Absorption attack to power itself up using energy from the discard pile. Another Nightly Garbage one was used to shuffle Psychic Energy, Clefairy, and Clefable back into the deck. And here we see Computer Search to discard another 2 cards from the hand to search for any 1 card from the deck to add to their hand. So let's see what they're going to be choosing. Anything coming down? Okay, nothing coming down just yet, but the attack is declared Energy Absorption, getting one of the discarded Psychic Energies and equipping it onto Mewtwo. The turn passes over to the Potpourri side once again. Okay, they're going to be playing their own Professor Oak to discard all cards in hand to draw 7 brand new cards. Let's take a look at what they get. Okay, we're going to see Potpourri playing their own Mewtwo, and the Psychic Energy comes down onto that Mewtwo. Now it's important to remember that Mewtwo is weak to other Psychic-type Pokemon, so both of these Mewtwo will have the ability to take one-hit KOs on each other. But it looks like in the Mewtwo Wars, the Clefable side will have the advantage as they have 3 Mewtwo versus the Potpourri side only having 1. The third Psychic Energy comes down into Mewtwo, and a Gust of Wind targets down the opponent's Mewtwo, so it will be getting knocked out. As like I said earlier, Mewtwo is weak to Psychic-type Pokemon, so Cyburn will be hitting it for 80 damage, taking an easy KO. And that's another prize taken by the Clefable side. On the Potpourri side, Doduo is promoted as the active Pokemon, as it does have a free retreat cost. So it's going to be acting as a pivot this turn. And the player is playing another Computer Search to discard 2 cards from the hand. And they're going to be adding... let's take a look at what they choose from the deck. Oh, Mew! Perfect. Mew is going to be the perfect counter to this Mewtwo. Okay, there's a Psychic Energy being attached to Mew, and it will be able to use its attack Psy-Wave to take a KO on Mewtwo. Psy-Wave deals 10 damage times the number of energy cards attached to the opponent's Pokemon. So going up against Mewtwo with 3 energy attached, that is 30 damage, and times 2, as like I said, Mewtwo is weak to Psychic Pokemon, that is 60 damage, enough for a KO. The Clefable side promoted their next Mewtwo and opted to attach no energy to it, so nothing happened. On the Potpourri side, they play a Gust of Wind targeting down the Muck to bring up to the active spot, and Mew retreats. Hitmonchan is promoted active, and it hits Muck with its Jab attack, hitting it for 20 damage, and turn passes back over to the Clefable side. A Psychic Energy is attached to the benched Mewtwo, and Switch is played to get Muck out of the active spot, and Mewtwo is promoted active. Here we see the Energy Absorption attack is declared, accelerating 2 discarded Psychic Energies back onto Mewtwo, so it will be able to use its Cyburn attack on the following turn. And the Potpourri side is trying to figure out what they want to do. Okay, with no cards to play, they use their Jab attack, hitting Mewtwo for 20 damage, and turn passes back over to the Clefable side. Okay, no cards played on that side either, and immediately take a KO on Hitmonchan with its Cyburn attack. Potpourri promotes Doduo once again, and Rainbow Energy is attached to Mew. Okay, so it looks like Mew will be taking another KO on a Mewtwo with its Psy-Wave attack. Okay, there's the attack declared. Psy-Wave taking a KO on Mewtwo, and that's another prize taken by the Potpourri side. So a lot of KOs being taken back and forth. The final Mewtwo is promoted on the Clefable side, and another computer search is played, discarding 2 more cards from the hand to add any card from the deck. I've been calling it a Clefable deck this whole time, but there hasn't been any Clefable for a long time now. We do see a Clefairy coming down, so with any luck, it will be able to evolve on the following turn. An Item Finder is played next to discard another 2 cards from the hand, to add any trainer from the discard pile to the hand. So it looks like the card chosen was the Professor Oak, but before they played it, they attached a double colorless energy to the bench Clefairy. So that's 7 brand new cards drawn. A second Clefairy also comes down, and the turn passes over to the Potpourri side. So with no energy attached to this Mewtwo, Mew cannot do any damage to it with its Psy-Wave attack. So Mew is kind of useless in this scenario. Potpourri side is looking over what's been discarded so far, as a lot of resources have been used up so far in this game. We just have to make sure that they have enough to finish out the battle. Item Finder is the next card played, discarding 2 more cards from the hand to get back the energy retrieval from the discard pile. Okay, now it's played, discarding 1 card from the hand to add 2 basic energies from the discard pile back into the hand. Let's see what the energies are going to be. Okay, it's going to be a Psychic Energy and a Lightning Energy. So we'll probably be seeing this Electabuzz start to attack. So Mew does retreat by paying the retreat cost. Electabuzz promoted active. Lightning Energy comes down, and it uses its Thunder Shock attack, hitting for 10 damage, and also paralyzing Mewtwo. And I don't think this Electabuzz has missed any Thunder Shocks for paralysis. One of the Clefairy on the Clefable side does evolve, and a Kangaskhan is also benched. A Psychic Energy is attached to the newly benched Kangaskhan, and the turn passes back over to the Potpourri side. We still have not seen either of these 2 Doduo evolve. The Psychic Energy comes down into the Electabuzz, and it attacks with Thunder Punch. It rolls tails on the attack, so it does hit itself for 10 damage, but Mewtwo is also hit for 30 damage, so it is within KO range on the following turn. On the Clefable side, a Psychic Energy is attached to Kangaskhan, and that's going to be it. Turn passes back over to Potpourri. So we will be seeing Mewtwo being knocked out this turn. But before the attack is declared, Nightly Garbage Run adds Hitmonchan, a Fighting Energy, and a second Fighting Energy back into the deck. So it looks like the Potpourri side is preparing Hitmonchan to start taking down these colorless type Pokemon, as they are weak to fighting type attacks. There's the attack declared, Thunder Punch. Hits Tails once again, so deals 10 damage to itself, but also takes a KO on Mewtwo. It's a lot of prizes taken by the Potpourri side, so things are not looking good for the Clefable side. Kangaskhan is promoted active. It does have 2 Psychic Energies attached. And there's the double colorless energy, so it's fully powered up to start using its Comet Punch attack. There's the attack declared, Comet Punch. Has to flip 4 coins. That is 1 head so far. That's another heads. What's the last one? I couldn't tell. Okay, it looks like the final coin flip must have been a heads as well, because that is enough damage for a knockout on Electabuzz. Doduo is promoted active for the Potpourri side, and it finally evolves into Dodrio. Another Professor Oak is played by the Potpourri side, discarding all their cards to draw 7 brand new ones. And it looks like they don't have any attackers ready to go, as the Dodrio is mostly used as support. Computer search is gonna search the deck for another card. So there's the Hitmonchan coming back into play. That was just shuffled back in with the Nightly Garbage run of the previous turn. But do they have the fighting type energy to use its attack? They do! There's the fighting energy, so Hitmonchan will be able to use its jab attack. Like I said, Kangaskhan is weak to fighting type attacks, so we'll be taking double damage. And Electabuzz was benched before the attack was declared. Okay, and turn passes over to the Clefable side. Oh, so instead of attacking, Kangaskhan is opting to retreat. And Clefable is promoted active. Well, let's see if that strategy is going to pay off, as Clefable cannot hit for as much damage as Kangaskhan. Okay, a Super Energy removal discards Psychic Energy from Clefable and also targets down the Fighting Energy on Hitmonchan. Clefable attacks with Metronome, copying the Special Punch attack, hitting Hitmonchan for 40 damage. Back over to the Potpourri side, another computer search is played, searching for another card. Do they have the Fighting Energy in hand? Another Professor Oak. Looks like both players might be running out of cards from their deck by using all these Professor Oaks. The second Dodrio does come down, and Bill is played to draw 2 more cards. And I'm starting to worry about how many cards are left for the Potpourri side. It looks like they're trying to get the knockout as quickly as possible. Energy removal was played to target down the double colorless energy on Clefable to discard it, and the fighting energy comes down into the Hitmonchan to hit Clefable for 40 damage with its jab attack. Turn passes over to the Clefable side. Do they have the energy? Yes, they do! And energy is going to come down, so Metronome will be able to take a KO on this Hitmonchan, copying the Special Punch attack. Okay, so it looks like both players are now down to their final prize. Lightning Energy comes down into the Electabuzz, and energy removal takes away Clefable's Psychic Energy. So it looks like they're both trying to stall each other out, because the win condition might come down to a deck out if nobody can take a knockout. There's the attack declared, Thundershock. Is it going to be another heads this time? No, it is tails. It's going to be the first tails for Thundershock. But it did hit Clefable for 50 damage. There's another Super Energy removal coming down, discarding the energy from the Kangaskhan and taking away the energy from Electabuzz. Memories from the beginning of the game. There's another energy coming down into Clefable. Stumbling over my words there. And Metronome is declared to use Thunder Punch. Rolls heads, so hits Electabuzz for 40 damage, and Electabuzz is within KO range on the following turn. There's Energy Search. Oh, it looks like there's exactly 1 card left in the deck, and it was not an energy. Do they have any energy to use? Looks like they don't, but they do have a Gust of Wind to bring up the Kangaskhan, which has a hefty 3 energy retreat cost. And yeah, looks like that's going to be the strategy to stall out the game. Oh, and that is the final card drawn by the Clefable side. Do they have the cards in hand to take the final KO? Let's take a look. They evolve Clefairy into Clefable, bench another Clefairy, another Kangaskhan. But do they have a switch in hand? Okay, no, Super Potion is going to discard the energy from Clefable to heal it for 40 damage. Do they have the switch? They need a switch and an energy to win the game. Do they have it? Gust of Wind is going to target down Mew. I don't know what they're planning. It looks like they're just using up all the cards they have in hand. Yeah, that was it. They have nothing. Oh, and the Potpourri side also draws their final card. And yeah, that's going to be the game. with no cards left to draw, the Clefable side is the first one to deck out, and there's the handshake. Potpourri is your winner. Oh, okay, that was unexpected. Well, what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.